In our last episode, we talked about beginning our new life in La Paz and did a retrospective of the Baja Jaja. In this episode, we will share a little bit about what our life is like here in La Paz, including spending the holidays here. Also, LeeAnne gives a presentation, we do a road trip to Todos Santos, and we finally get out for a sail, even though it's on someone else's boat. Cabo may have the glitz and glamour, and the sport fishing, but La Paz is evolving into Mexico's under-the-radar spot for the 1%. This beach city does not have a single 5-star hotel, luxury fashion boutique, or celebrity chef restaurant. What it does have is access to the Sea of Cortez, the UNESCO-protected waters referred to as the Aquarium of the World by Jacques Cousteau, and some beautiful marinas that are luring some of the world's largest super yachts. Just last week, Steven Spielberg's yacht was in Marina Costa Baja, with Barack and Michelle Obama aboard as guests. One of the biggest draws, and our favorite place in La Paz, is the Malecon, the 5.5-kilometer sidewalk along La Paz's waterfront, lined with tiny beaches, tourist piers, benches, and unimpeded sunset views. The Malecon started getting a major facelift in 2017, including a polished granite surface and beautiful sculptures by local artists. The mermaid sculpture is Charlie's favorite. Bubba loves his walks along the Malecon, where he gets lots of attention from the many tourists and local families who also love to walk it. We were lucky enough to be here over the holidays, when the Malecon is even more beautiful, all decorated and lit up for Christmas. The cruiser community is strong here in La Paz, and it really shows at Thanksgiving. A local restaurant opens its doors for the cruisers to host a huge feast, including lots of potluck dishes and a ton of desserts.
Max, you just got to speak up a little louder, okay?
It was wonderful to celebrate Thanksgiving with so many of the friends we'd made on the Jaja, as well as new friends we've made here in La Paz.
You made it.
Christmas was another potluck, this time at Marina de La Paz. And let me tell you, there are some great cooks here. We also celebrated my 60th birthday here in La Paz at a gorgeous Italian restaurant called Oliva al Mare at the north end of the Malecon. After we'd been here a couple weeks, I made an interesting discovery. There's a cruisers quilting club here. Turns out I'm not the only cruiser who likes to quilt. After showing a few of the members my own quilts, they asked if I would give a class on the hand applique techniques that I use. So I did. I just left a 12-year job as a project manager in the training department at a biotech company. So I'm really comfortable in front of a classroom, although I didn't think I was going to be doing this again now that I'm cruising, but here we are. When my grandma passed away and we went down to her house in the farm down in Bluff City, Tennessee, where my grandfather was born and raised, and we found generations of handmade quilts from my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my great-aunts, and they were just so beautiful, and nobody else in the family was continuing on in that craft. So I decided I wanted to do it, so I took a few classes and learned some of the basics about quilting and started making quilts for my kids and everybody else. All of my other ones are in storage back in the States, but this one is some tropical fish, and we're gonna do one of these. And then I've got this one here, which is nudibranchs. And as you can see, these are some really complicated designs. And so how do you do hand applique with such complicated designs? I provided a drawing of one of the fish from my quilt to use as a template and demonstrated the techniques for putting it together. The club generously donated all of the fabric and materials, and pretty soon we had a room full of quilters creating their own versions. It was really fulfilling to see my work inspire all of this creativity. Here's my original version of the fish, and here are a few of the ones created in class. With our boat down for the count due to all of the work being done on it, we've been kind of trapped in our marina, so when Colin and Julian from the vessel Boundless offered to take us on a road trip to Todos Santos, we jumped at it. It was great just to get out of La Paz and see the interior of the peninsula. Todos Santos is a town on the Pacific coast of the Baja Peninsula, backed by the Sierra de la Laguna mountain range. It was founded as a mission in 1724, and in recent years has become popular with artists and known for its many galleries. It's quite a lovely little town, and a great place to just stroll. This is supposed to be the real Hotel California.
And Bubba. His Bubba's a short person.
Apparently, this is also a place for, I don't know, dead surfing? And what road trip would be complete without a fabulous lunch break? Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Charlie.
After enough town strolling, we hit the local beach, which apparently is a great place for live surfing.
Dressed appropriately. I need the surfboard.
They have some for rent up there. I watched these fishermen for a while to learn from their filleting technique. Mine needs serious improvement. Today, for the first time since we got to La Paz, we're getting out sailing. We are on Capricorn Cat. Our friends Sue and Kathy that we met in the Ha-Ha are taking us out for a day sail on their beautiful catamaran. And I think we're gonna go drop anchor at Balandra in that picture perfect anchorage. And we've got Bubba with us, and he's having a great time. This boat is so beautiful, and it's huge. It just feels cavernous compared to our boat. This is the first time Charlie and I are sailing on a big catamaran, so we're real excited about getting out here for today and just getting out and sailing again. We're just going kind of stir crazy in our marina. Can't wait for our boat projects to be done so we can continue on our way. But in the meantime, we've got this great day at sea on Capricorn Cat with Sue and Kathy.
Because that's the spirit of Santa.
Oh, okay. Well, we're heading north.
That's what those are.
I see. Okay.
Well, we're just rounding the point to Balandra. Balandra is this anchorage right over here, and we're just checking it out, trying to figure out where we want to go and drop the anchor. We'll turn around once we're way past this white boat.
So between that boat and the, yeah, I can't believe that's such a huge tourist attraction.
I thought it was going to be 10 times that size.
Mushroom Rock is on the itinerary for tours of the local area, and tourists love to climb on it and play around it. It's actually fallen down a couple of times, but they always manage to repair it. The white sand beaches near Mushroom Rock are another reason why this spot is so popular with the tour buses.
Yeah.
Put out and think,
And it went past the first white.
yeah, that's about a boat length, 50
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Bubba made a new friend. This is Kylie, Sue and Kathy's boat dog. Last time we were here, we were anchored on the other side of this huge cove. This time we were able to get the view from this side, which was no less impressive. The wind had been pretty non-existent for the ride down, but it seemed to be picking up a bit, so we managed to get the sails up and actually sail for at least part of the way home. So are we sailing, Charlie?
We are. Yeah, we're sailing. But the main is not like the open.
Oh, it does. Should I pull it up this way? Well, because we're on it.
I don't think there's enough there.
Okay. It is. It is.
Well, that's all for this episode. Come back next week when we hope to have some great video of our upcoming whale shark snorkeling excursion. We are also just about done with all of our boat projects and will give you a full tour of all of the upgrades we've done to Juliet, including our new arch, our water maker, and a new cockpit seat. We should be continuing on our way within 2 weeks, so be sure to follow our journey. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please click like and don't forget to subscribe.